for these people.
Good for you. Good for you. And
well, and when you say the vote harder,
Indy,
I
you
just
you had some people posting some comments or questions. Do you want to read a couple?
Oh, nobody can hear me. Now you got my mic live. Hi, everybody. This is Indy. So, yeah, we got JB in the chat. JB, hey, JB. And we've got Bitch with Comrade Misty. Misty's in the chat. She came in to say hi. Everybody's agreeing with Ryan. Everybody's agreeing with Rome. Making great points. You guys are on points. Jewel of a conversation, 100%. Everybody's comfortable. They don't have a sense of urgency like those of us who are working poor do. That was JB's point. Again, just everybody is down and happy to see you. And this, you guys.
I love me some Misty. What up, Misty?
Hey, Misty.
Misty. What's good, JB?
Yeah,
said,
JB
ain't nobody getting no
Hey,
sense of
Misty.
urgency.
Yeah, and you know what? While we're on Misty, let's talk a little bit about what happens when you do speak out against the empire and expose their embarrassing warmongering secrets like Julian Assange. Misty is a great advocate for bringing awareness and education about what Julian Assange, who's still in Belmarsh prison. So when you see that kind of thing, Ryan and Rome, like, how does it make you feel about activism yourself? Does it put you off in the sense of, you know, what the danger that it poses, or does it galvanize you to even fight harder?
Shit, fight harder. I mean, he could be worse. They could have Malcolm X'd his ass. Could have Martin Luther King his ass, right? So he still have a way to push his words. Even he don't even have to say much. He can just show it on his face. So he still has that privilege to show his words. So this does, you know what I'm saying, nothing to me as far as pushing me out to do more. Like, okay, well, how can I get Julian Assange? Because fuck, I'm trying to go down too. If I have to go down, I will go down for what I said and what I believe in. And you have to be able, like, you gotta know what's coming. You are not just saying, you are not just sitting here saying, fight the power, fight the power. When you are educating, when you actually lead and you are activists in your community and you are being, you know what I'm saying, noticed for these things, and you're going to go down in stone for these things, they're going to make sure that you go down. So either they're going to kill your character or just kill your character, right? So the whole thing, I look at Julian Assange thing like this. He could have been a little bit more smarter. I say that. With the way he was moving, he did that tour. I don't agree with it. I would have said, stay the fuck away from NATO. Stay the fuck away from America and all of their fucking buddies, right? He could have did that. That was on his own, but he still was feeling like me. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want, and I'm gonna go where the fuck I want. And that's just being, you know what I'm saying, a stubborn man. But we know what's coming to us.
But back to the activism part, because you're down on the ground and you're talking to people that are and giving, you know, aid and giving help. And so how can people that want, instead, because we're getting this big push from the shit libs with the yellow and blue flags, and they're giving, you know, we have people in our country that need help, that need direct aid. So how can they contact you, Rome, and how can they help? How can they help with some of the things you're doing?
Shit, just look me up on Twitter, Unholy Rome. The E is a 3, and you can look me up, Tour for the Poor. You can hashtag Tour for the Poor, Cash App, PayPal, and Cash App, Venmo, and my PayPal is Unholy Rome 6. And y'all can just come through. I'm always live. My DMs are open. If you want to get out here on the ground, I'm telling you, there's nothing to it, man. Like a lot of people saying, I'd be scared to go out there and do that. I'm like, why?
You know, I did this thing where I was giving away pet food to people in need that were, you know, struggling. And do you know, the New York Times went after me and said, was your nonprofit accredited? And did you? And I was like, it didn't get any money. It got donations of dog and cat food and cat litter. Like, and I would give it away. Like, that wasn't money. And they were just like,
Yeah.
but immediately they were just trying to find something wrong.
That's that elitism. That's that elitism, right?
Yeah,
Anyone who's doing something,
they're like, oh, well, you're not a real
box.
profit. You're not a real nonprofit, and your money isn't recorded. Like, my money is recorded. Everything I get, put it right there on my damn page. Like, okay, thank you for the $5, Michael. Thank you for the $10, wherever the fuck it is. If you want to,
I've seen the 10,000 diapers. I've seen the pictures of all your diapers that you.
And they still say, "Oh, Rome don't do what he does with that fucking money." It's impossible.
Yes, you come through for your community. I've seen every event. I saw you passing out tents, and then the cops are coming because God forbid we give homeless people tents, right? I mean, God forbid.
They
people
confiscate
who fall through the
them
cracks.
now. It's awful.
And someone like Rome goes out there, provides them tents, and then the cops come and try to take their fucking tents. Like, that is the country we live in. This is a country that doesn't care about poor and working class people or black or brown. This country will this country is about oppressing the poor to funnel more money to the rich. That's it. Exploit the labor of the poor and working class to enrich the ruling class. And just to go back to Assange made me get louder because he really exposed the whole game. And that's why they're going after him so hard. I mean, I was, again, back in 2016, I did vote for Bernie, but I was still like, I was totally just like buying the narratives that the Democrats were giving us still. I didn't have my awakening till much later. But when you remember, it was Julian Assange who released the emails that showed that Hillary Clinton and the DNC were actually rigging the primary against Bernie. Yes. And they were showing that the DNC was playing favorites on who they wanted to get the nominee. And they were helping Hillary. They were giving Hillary questions of the debates ahead of time. They were using the power of the party to fundraise for her. They were literally rolling out the red carpet for her. That's not democracy. Rigging a primary for your preferred corporate candidate, that is not democracy. That is oligarchy. That is corruption. And Julian Assange called it all out. That's why they don't like him. That's why Democrats who say they believe in free speech, no, they don't. They believe in tyranny because censorship is a path to tyranny and fascism. It is not a path to democracy. So when you're locking someone up who's revealing the truth about the corruption in the Democratic Party and then revealing war crimes that were committed, by the U.S. military, by high-ranking U.S. government officials, and then you lock someone up who's revealing those war crimes? No. We are so. This
they're bringing him over on espionage charges, and he's an Australian citizen.
Yeah, he's not even an American citizen, so you can't charge him with espionage charges. The whole case should be thrown out. Julian Assange should have a medal around his neck.
But who's going to do it? Who's going to stand up? Who's going to stand up?
He should not be in prison.
Is it the EU? Who's going to stand up? Like, as far as these war crimes go, it isn't just America, you know what I'm saying? The US, everybody, all of these European nations, I should say, got a fucking hand in what Julian Assange was fucking exposing. So of course, they're gonna be like, look, they're gonna run him through these jails. They're gonna torture this man. And if they can't kill him just by, you know what I'm saying, just by torture, they're gonna get in his head and tell him, hey, if you ever see this fucking sunlight ever again, you better not fix your mouth to say something. We own you. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to go through a probation period. He's going to be on a tether. He's going to be
That's if he lives though, Rome. He's in such bad health. It's like watching
but Rome, I think you hit the nail on the head like maybe 10 minutes ago when you said that they don't necessarily kill these movement leaders anymore, but they kill their character. And in this new information age we live in the digital age where everyone is a Twitter account or a TikTok account or a Facebook account, that's all they need to do. That is all that they need to do is they need to assassinate people's character. And we know firsthand, Tara knows this, I know this, Rome knows this. When I left the Democratic Party, there were troll farms like posting pictures of my boyfriend's house on the internet. Oh, he's a fake socialist because my boyfriend has a good job. I was unemployed at the time. But it's like they'll use anything to go after you. That's what it's about. They will if you stand up to the empire, if you stand up to these corrupt parties, if you stand up to the Democratic Party, because the Democratic Party is the ruling class's kind of insurance policy, right? They know the Republicans are very brazen about, tax breaks for the rich. They're very just kind of earnest and honest about we're capitalists. We don't mind this oligarchy. We don't mind big business. You see these conservatives celebrating Elon Musk, celebrating his wealth. I'm over here like, are people going to wake up and realize right now 3 billionaires hoard more wealth than half of our entire nation? The rest of us are fighting for scraps. 30 years from now, it's going to be like they're going to own 90% of the wealth in our nation, and we're going to be fighting for the 10% left over. Like, at what point do people realize that this rigged economy is going to kill all of us? But my point is they just need the Democrats are, again, that's their insurance policy. So that's why the party will go after people like you, Tara, like Rome, and like me, who've left and are exposing the corruption and they assassinate our character. That's all they need, because they don't want these liberals waking up. They don't want Bernie voters waking up. They want to think, oh no, look at Bernie and AOC. They're changing the system from the inside. Bitch, please. I'm sorry. The Democratic Party has not done shit. We are further away from Medicare for all and a living wage with Democrats controlling the House, Senate, and White House than we were when the Republicans had power. So give me a break about changing the Democratic Party from within. The party is more corrupt than it's ever been. Bernie and AOC haven't done shit. They've literally just sheep herded for the corrupt party. And honestly, as someone who voted for Bernie twice, I am very disappointed in Bernie Sanders. He could have had a legacy. He could literally right now, he's got millions of people who follow his every move. He could leave the party right now and start an independent movement to challenge the Democrats. That's the only way you're going to get change in this country. Why the hell would you vote harder for a party that's never once fought for you? Are these people thinking vote harder? Why would you vote for someone who's not fighting? Forget about fighting harder. They're not fighting for you at all. So this is just insane. We are so far past the point of people using their brain cells. Yeah. And so this idea that you're changing the Democratic Party, Bernie and AOC haven't done shit except become, literally they have become Biden and Pelosi apologists. You know, Bernie talks about, oh, Biden's my best friend. And don't even get me started with AOC. You know, she literally apologizes for Pelosi all the time. She hasn't done a damn thing. You know what she's done? AOC has moved her voters and all these people who think they're in a progressive movement when they're not in shit. Mm-hmm. All they've done is just funnel them deeper into the DNC and into this corrupt Democratic Party.
Ryan, I have a question for you.
She's moving people further to the right, not to the left.
Rome, what were you going to say? Because you were going to say something earlier. I'm sorry.
Because it was, I like that he bring up, you know what I'm saying, how they trying to kill your character, because I have been, like, I should have been canceled one time. I kind of accept, but I don't submit. You know what I'm saying? Because they like, oh, well, like somebody told me that I can't hold myself accountable. Other people got to hold me accountable, whatnot. I'm like, yeah, no, fuck that. Because y'all niggas don't know me. Like, how the fuck, what, you gonna check up on me every day? Like, is you okay? Like, is you still fucking homophobic, Rome? Like, and you know, it's crazy because, you know, growing up in the corners I grew up in and believing the shit that I was taught, and you grow up, you go out into the world and you like, holy fuck, the world is really different than what you have been taught. So, you know, in my when I used to be hateful, homophobic, and all type of prejudice, motherfuckers use that. Like, I warned motherfuckers when before I worked for Bernie, when I did work for DSA and shit like that, it was like, oh, that's no problem. But soon I was like, yeah, fuck all this. They try to look up every damn thing and be like, how can we bring down RBN? How can we bring down Tour for the Poor? How can we stop Rome? How can we stop Rome? We had everybody. Now people keep on sharing that same fucking video over about this fucking bad joke.
Well, in Santa Cruz,
and it was from years ago. Yeah, it was so long ago.
I didn't even have a fucking beard. I don't even remember the shit. But you know what's so crazy about the shit is, you know what? Fuck it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Because
you know, in Santa Cruz,
I love to see how much growth I have actually had, how much I have actually changed over these fucking years, and how dumb I actually looked back in the days. I can actually look back and say I was wrong about something, you know what I'm saying? Not just being some righteous motherfucker.
And that's what life is about.
Right,
life is
wrong,
about.
I believe in this, and you're wrong. Like, no, that's
what our lives are about. They're about redemption. They're about growing and changing. But unfortunately, a lot of this country doesn't want to grow and change. And I always tell people very simply, like, if you're not going to give people the space and dignity to grow and change, then how the hell is our country going to ever grow and change? Because right now it's like everyone wants to be right. Everyone, no, you got to vote blue no matter who. No, you got to vote red no matter who. Fuck all that. That is nonsense.
I'm not taking none of it. I didn't take the cancellation serious for one, because these motherfuckers voted for a sexual predator.
That's right.
A segregationist. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker who got generations of blood on his hands. So all of that shit that I have said, that bad joke or however you want to take it, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Take it then, nigga, because you done voted for the motherfucker who had destroyed my motherfucking community and future at that. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So wherever I have said on any motherfucking video, podcast, show, radio talk show, couldn't have been worse than what the fuck you just voted for. Couldn't have been worse than the 15,000 children that you just starved out with your fucking vote. Couldn't have been worse than the fucking bombs that you sent out with your motherfucker, your fucking vote the first fucking week he got in fucking office. Couldn't have been worse than the goddamn 18,000 some fucking permits to get to these rich fucking people. It couldn't have been worse. So suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. And if you don't believe that I grew, that ain't up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Let them know.
That's up to me and the people that support me. And at the end of the fucking day, if you don't support me, leave it at that. Don't try to make it look like I'm some hateful guy, and I'm still hateful because I don't agree with your politics. That shit is petty because I can look up a lot of shit on you motherfuckers. Half of you niggas was racists and Nazis.